American battery metals, global battery metals, SunHydrogen stocks update. So we'll begin with American battery metals. It closed for the session of the 1st of March 2021 at $2.80, and we have a position in American battery metals. Okay, it has a market cap of $1.5 billion, 527.456 million shares outstanding, and we don't have any fresh news as such, but there might be, but we don't have them at the moment. So let's see if we can obtain any figures for its short interest. So we have an increase already of 9%, and we have that 4.01 million shares outstanding. So when we compare that to what is available here, okay, so it's not up to 1% at all, but still something. So moving on, we can see that it looks like its slow momentum is improving, even though the MACD is below the signal line, or the unbalanced volume indicator I think still okay, let's find out and see. American battery metals appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend. It is correcting, we can see that it is correcting this, but obviously this is with reference to 10 trading sessions. Although its MACD is below the signal line, you can see it's below the signal line. Yes, this is the signal line above, and this is the MACD. Shares still remain 307% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it is outperforming the S&P 500 index. Momentum for American battery metals is improving. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is rising as investors begin to purchase shares. We indicated that. We can see it's improving, currently at 41.7. But obviously this is a more accumulative analysis. So we'll have a look at what's going on, what happened just before the market closed. And yesterday's volume, which was 5.494 million shares, exchanged hands, and it's in line with the 5.78 million daily shares during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term accumulation has given way to near term selling pressure. Okay, so it says here we can see the long-term accumulation has given way to near-term selling pressure. For the unbalanced volume indicator, it was higher than that before. It was higher than what it is currently. So let's go and have a look at the broader picture. This is what happened just before the market closed. You can see just when from let's call it roughly approximately 30 minutes before the market closed. No, as a matter of fact, as a whole, you know, for up to an hour and 20 minutes, it was just, you know, trending upwards, even though it had the slight decline and broke through its intermediate trend line, moved sideways again and broke through all of them and continued an upward movement, got a slight support from the 10-day trend line, but still went on and moved on. You know, the momentum stands at 33%, or rather 33, almost in line with what the cumulative 10-day figure was indicating. So, you know, this based on this 1 minute chart, you know, the stock was, you know, trending upwards. You can see all the trend lines, all of them are all looking up. This is a positive signal. And if we are to bring it down and put that into the context of this 10-day accumulation, this daily chart, we can see that this stock is trading at a discount to its short-term trend lines, indicating, even though in this bigger picture, that is the 10-day or this daily chart, it might be deemed by certain analysts as portraying a negative signal, a sell signal, but at the same time, it is you buy in the dip. It's already in the dip. So, and while it's still there, it's reinvigorated. It has the energy, has the momentum. So easily, it's definitely it's indicating a strong signal, a positive signal based on the 1 minute chart. And then if you impose it into this, you can see, yes, this is all, it supports the thesis to buy the dip. So anytime, any day, it's a buy as stands now. The smaller picture, the much more immediate picture is indicating a strong signal, and it is within a context, and then if you bring that into the context of the bigger picture, which is saying that it is in a deep, it is correcting. So if you bring that in, you can support your thesis to go ahead and make a move on American battery metals, either buy it or and start moving on. So easily, based on that, we can say it's a buy. It's trading at a discount to its short-term trend lines, and its last 1 minute or indicates that it is positive. The signals are positive for it. So easily, it is a buy if you want to get involved. So just be careful in the amount of money you want to get involved with. So we determine the extension levels from for American battery metals, assuming you enter the stock from at $2.86, somewhere here, $2.86, somewhere exactly there. So assuming you entered it at this point, it was trading below its I believe it's at least 10-day trend line. You enter the stock from there, $2.86. Where was that again? Exactly, $2.86. Somewhere there. Well, it's somewhere there. $2.86 on the 24th of February 2021, and then the stock declined to $2.54 on the 23rd of February. So if we were to determine the extension and retracement levels based on those two price range, we would determine that the extension level from the from this closing price of $2.80 will be roughly $3 for 61.8% extension level, and 100% extension level will bring it up to $3.12. And if it were to retrace from this price, then the retracement level, the next one will be $2.72, exactly somewhere there, $2.72, and that will be the 23.6% retracement level. Then the next one, the 38.2% retracement level, bring it down to $2.67, or rather $2.68, right over there. And then the 50% retracement level, bring it down to $2.64. $2.64 will be somewhere. $2.64 will be somewhere here, somewhere there, exactly. Then the 61.8% retracement level will bring it down to $2.60, somewhere there. Okay, so let's move on and have a look at global battery metals. Global battery metals closed that session at $0.5839. It has a market cap of $34.3 million and 4.349 million shares outstanding. So technically speaking, we can see that global battery metals appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend. Although its MACD is presently below the signal line, shares remain 291.3% above an upward sloping 200-day moving average. Comparative relative strength analysis shows it is outperforming the S&P 500 index. So momentum for global battery metals is strongly bearish. Okay, we can see that. We can just see that from here. We can see that. You can see it's bearish. It's in the oversold territory, and it's not looking up at all. The level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price higher. Sorry, lower rather. But obviously, this is a broader picture. If you an accumulation of what happened over the last 10 trading sessions, and the volume for that day, which was the 1st of March 2021, was 338,179 shares, which is in line with the 308,898 shares that trade daily during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term accumulation has given way to near term selling pressure by traders. You can see that the imbalance indicator is the slope is not as positive as it used to be. So, but what we're looking at right now is the chart of a daily chart. So we can see also that it is also trading below its short-term trend lines, and at a discount at that. So let's have a look and see what it closed at just before what it looked like before the market closed. So we can see also that indeed it is trading below. In this 1 minute chart, it closed below all of its trend lines, including long-term ones. The momentum is non-existent, so the stock is doesn't have as much momentum. So, but it is also when it doesn't have this sort of momentum that you gradually decide to look at things. While they are busy selling off, you should be easily trying to get in. So easily the thesis in this case, is buy the dip. Even though it doesn't have as much signal, as much momentum, as much positivity. Yes, if you want to get involved, by all means, get involved. It is trading at a discount to its short-term trend lines, and on the daily on the minute chart, as we indicated there, as we showed there, it is trading yet even at a discount to all of its trend lines. So it is a good case of buy the dip. So we'll move on to the next one, which will be SunHydrogen. SunHydrogen closed that session of the 1st of March at $0.1355, and we have a position in SunHydrogen. It has a market cap of $428.7 million, 3.164 billion shares outstanding, and we can see, going down here, we can see that it's slow stochastic oscillator is probably improving, but the MACD is not it's below the signal line. So let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, before we go ahead, and let's try and see what we can see concerning its short interest. Short interest increased by 37%, 16.31 million shares outstanding. It will take roughly just a day to cover all those short positions, so it's not a whole lot. So it says SunHydrogen appears to be correcting within a longer term bullish trend. Okay, it's correcting within a longer term bullish trend. Sorry, our memory is a bit low. That's why this screen is blank. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's no doubt correcting within a longer term bullish trend. This is the bullish trend. It's bullish. It's a longer term bullish trend. That's this one, the yellow one. So it's correcting within that longer term bullish trend. So, and comparative relative strength analysis shows that it is lagging the S&P 500. Okay, for change, it's lagging the S&P 500. Okay, so momentum, it definitely is improving. Momentum for SunHydrogen strongly bearish. Okay, the 14-period slope stochastic oscillator is below 20. Okay, the level which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price lower. Okay, so it's saying this bearish. Let's have a better picture of what we're looking at right now. It is indeed in the oversold territory, but even though it is strongly bearish, it is also gradually improving. No doubt about that. So okay, so the volume for that day, the 1st of March 2021, was 34.347 million shares, and it is in line with the 34.146 million shares that trades daily on the average during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. But obviously, this is what an accumulation of the last 10 trading sessions. So one trading session from what a positive trading session may not change the whole picture. So that will continue to indicate a negative and bearishness. So it's important to look at what has happened in the past, because it will give you an idea, and all the stuff. It gives you a better balance about how things are going. So, but let us have a look at the daily chart as well, the minute chart. So HYSR. The minute chart indicates, okay, it indicates very much the same thing. Momentum is negative, bearish. It's trading below all of its trend lines. So in this case as well, the daily chart is saying it's correcting within that longer term bullish trend, but on the, we can see that based on this 1 minute chart, it's in as much as it is bearish in this case, then it's presenting a buying opportunity. It's time. If you want to get in, this is a good time to get in. Get in and buy the dip. Concerning SunHydrogen. So fundamentally, of course, SunHydrogen is doing their bit to come up with their Gen 1 and Gen 2 technology, and even make an effort to start producing the product itself. So fundamentally, there isn't any problem with SunHydrogen. So, but technically, it is presenting a buying opportunity. So I would advise you, if you want to get involved with SunHydrogen, it's definitely trading at a discount. It's short-term trend lines, and on a minute chart, trading at a discount to all of its trend lines. So if this is a window, if you want to get involved, or if you want to consolidate the position you have there already, get involved and move on. And as always, it's always with a small amount of money, the sort of funds you can always afford to lose. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching this video. But sorry, before we go, we also determined extension and retracement levels for SunHydrogen. For SunHydrogen, if you assuming you entered the stock at $0.17, and at this price, it was trading below its 10-day trend line, or rather 20-day trend line, I believe. At that price, you probably thought that this was a good time to buy the stock at this buy it at this declining price. It's at a discount now. You got inside, but still declined further to 0.14. Okay, that's on the 23rd of February. So you did so, and then if we have to determine the retracement and extension levels from that same price, which also happens to be the same price it closed at, So we determined that the 61.8% extension level from this closing price of roughly $0.14 will bring it up to 0.16. The next one will be $0.16 for the 61.8% extension level. Will bring it up there, which is above the current 10-day trendline price. And then the 100% extension level will bring it up to $0.17. That will be the 100% extension level. At that point, it will be trading in between its short-term trend lines. And then if we were to retrace from this closing price of $0.14, the next retracement level, which will be the 23.6, will bring it down to $0.132, roughly there. And the next one, which will be this 38.2 retracement level, will bring it down to 0.128, which we can't exactly see here, but somewhere there. And then the 50% retracement level will bring it down to 0.125, still somewhere there, all bunched up within one space. And then the 61.8% will also bring it down to 0.121. So because we are using a very narrow scale, all of these retracements are all bunched up within very, very narrow price range. Okay, so as I noted before, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, and share. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for watching this video.